Today we're making SUZE cocktails. What is SUZE? Well, it is a French aperitif made primarily from gentian root. So it's a gentian liqueur. And we're going to make 2 cocktails today that use SUZE and way too many other ingredients. Yeah, it's way too cold for that. It's like minus 30 out. Okay, so for our first complicated SUZE drink, we're using some Canadian rye whiskey. We're also going to use some vermouth, some Averna, some coffee liqueur, and some absinthe. I told you, these are complicated. This is called the Gentleman's Exchange. I found this one on Tuxedo number 2, and it just seemed interesting. So we're going to start off with 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey. I'm using the Lot 40 Dark Oak. Use whichever rye you want. These are stirred drinks because these are all booze, so there's no need to shake. So we're using a mixing glass. After that, we're going to do 3/4 ounce of Sweet Vermouth. I'm using Dillon's. It's another Canadian local product. Dillon's is a small batch distillery. They make just so many products, but their vermouth is quite good. So 3/4 ounce. All right, after that, we're going to use our SUZE, our gentian liqueur. Star of today's show, we're going to do 1/2 ounce of SUZE. And this stuff is pretty potent. It's bitter, it's very kind of herbal, and that bright taste of the gentian. So a little goes a long way. So that 1/2 ounce is going to go quite a ways. It's delicious stuff. After that, we're going to do 1/2 ounce of Averna, Amaro Averna. You could probably sub out for another Amaro here. Averna, I find of all the Amaros, is kind of the one that is the most kind of interchangeable. Certain other ones have like a very distinct flavor that you can't really sub, but Averna, yeah, go ahead and use like, I don't know, Lucano or maybe Chinar. So 1/2 ounce of Averna. After that, we want well, the recipe said a teaspoon of coffee liqueur. I'm using my own, so click that link, check out how I make that. But a teaspoon, so I'm going to do 2 bar spoons, which is more or less the equivalent of a teaspoon. I don't feel like going to grab the teaspoon from the kitchen. We're at the bar. We're using the bar spoon. So 2 bar spoons. After that, we want to dash this with absinthe. So I've got some absinthe here in my little dasher bottle, and we're going to do 4 dashes of absinthe. I was worried that this ingredient would be overpowering. 4 dashes. I can already smell the absinthe. 2 dashes of Ango is going to be our final ingredient. Look at that. I told you there was a lot of ingredients in this one. But yeah, I was worried about the absinthe, but we'll see. All right, fill your mixing glass with ice. And we will give it a stir. A good 10-15 seconds of stirring until this kind of settles. There it is. See, it all seems settled down. Got a good chill and a good dilution. We're going to serve this in a rocks glass with a nice big chunk of ice. Here it is. Should be clear, but my clear ice didn't work out so well this time. Still using it though. And we're going to do a slow pour over the glass. It looks beautiful. Look at that. And ooh, we got a little left over. The ice was too big. For garnish, we're going to do a lemon peel. The recipe did say an orange peel. I just didn't have any oranges with me, so we're doing a lemon peel with citrus is what you want. We're going to express it, and then we're going to slide it in the glass. And there it is, the Gentleman's Exchange, our first complicated SUZE cocktail. All right, so stick around to the end of the video. We will be tasting and comparing both of these. But for now, let's move on. This next one is going to use some Anejo Tequila, as well as some Mezcal and some dry sherry. This is called the Alcatraz. I'm not sure why. I don't know. But I found this one on Difford's Guide. It was another drink that utilized SUZE and a whole lot of other ingredients. So I figured, let's give this one a try. Starting off with 1.5 ounces of Anejo Tequila. Use a Reposado if you want, but you want something with a tequila with a rich, deep flavor. So don't go with a Blanco. After that, 3/4 ounce of dry sherry. The recipe did specify Oloroso. I can't find that here, so I'm using a Fino sherry, but yeah, you want a dry sherry. Okay. After that, we've got our SUZE, star of the show, 1/2 ounce of SUZE once again. That lovely yellow color. There we go. A little more. And after that, we're going to do 1/4 ounce of a smoky Mezcal. It's going to complement the flavors. Still that a nice agave flavor, but nice added smoke to the drink. Yeah, I love you. You guys know me. I love smoky cocktails, so I'm really looking forward to this one. All right, next up, we've got a bar spoon of agave syrup. So there's less sweet ingredients to this one, so we're going to sweeten it up a tad with just a bar spoon of agave syrup or agave nectar. Those terms are fairly interchangeable. Mine is pretty thick though. And to finish it off, 2 dashes of chocolate bitters. I'm using the Angostura cocoa bitters. Use whichever chocolate cocoa bitters you have. And that's it for this one. Another bunch of ingredients. Is one less than the last drink, but still quite a few. You don't expect to see this many ingredients outside of like Tiki Drinks, so that's why these two kind of caught my eye as interesting cocktails to make. All right, we're going to give it another 10-15 seconds stir, just like before, until the ice kind of melts and settles. Then you know you've got a good dilution. Another glass, another rock of ice. And let's give it a pour. I am loving the color in this one. Nice bright yellow, golden color. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. All right, for garnish, we're going to do the same as the other one. A nice lemon peel that we're going to express and then clean off camera. Again, I believe this one also did technically call for an orange peel, but I just happen to be out of oranges today. You know, I don't eat a lot of oranges. I basically just use them for peels in cocktails. All right, there it is. The Alcatraz Cocktail. Beautiful color. Oh, I can't wait to try these. So, yeah, I love SUZE. I love these stirred cocktails with SUZE. Look at that. Those are two just beautiful looking cocktails. Can't wait to try them, which we're going to do right now. I'm going to start with the Gentleman's Exchange. That's nice. It's very much Manhattan. So the two main flavors that pop are the obviously the rye and the vermouth. So that's why Manhattan. But you do get that nice gentian undertones. The coffee's sort of there, and surprisingly, the absinthe didn't take over. I was worried that 4 dashes of absinthe would be overpowering. It lingers. Kind of the coffee's. I could almost use a little more coffee liqueur, but the coffee and the absinthe kind of linger in the back. It's quite nice. All right, the Alcatraz now. Oh my God, that's nice. Wow. So yeah, kind of a tastes like a tequila sipping cocktail, kind of like a tequila old fashioned, but you get that nice gentian in the background. The sherry adds a nice kind of length to it and a nice dryness. And then on the very end, on the finish, you get those chocolate bitters. And wow, absolutely beautiful. Both of these are fantastic. I think I prefer the Alcatraz, mainly because I'm not the biggest fan of Sweet Vermouth, but I did still enjoy the other one. But definitely give these a try, guys. I highly recommend it. Get yourself a bottle of SUZE if you can find it. If not, find another gentian liqueur. It's an absolute great aperitif, a great liqueur to have at your bar. And cheers. We'll see you next time.